everyone. Mr. Devil here, Kenny Danico, three-time Stanley Cup champion of the New Jersey Devils. And you're listening to the Uncle Puckers New Jersey Devils podcast. Let's go, Devils!
What is up, everybody? We are the Uncle Puckers. I'm Chris, along with Mr. Tim Wood. And so since the 8-game win streak, the Devils have now dropped 3 out of their last 4 games. And it was a California road trip that I think this team would soon forget. Some struggles. We just dropped a game to the Ducks 4-1. And Dostal is a very good goalie, but there was a lot to not kind of like about this game. And so Tim, I guess I'll start with the Kings game, this game. What have you seen these last 4 games that have maybe gotten you a little nervous or not?
I'm concerned that we may not be a very good team. Just the and it's if like the process was there and we were playing well, I'd be like, oh, shit happens. But we know I missed the Colorado game. That obviously didn't go well. But the last 3 games just have been awful process wise. Like, we're just struggling so much defensively. Just our D zone coverage is lackadaisical. It's lazy. Our clearances are awful. Just it's mental mistakes. And tonight was like a perfect encapsulation of that. Just the first goal against Nemec is off in the offensive zone. No forwards covering for him. Chalowski kind of lazily waves at Seneke, who makes a nice move and gets one past Jake, and suddenly it's 1-0 again. Like what, a minute, 2 minutes into the fucking game.
Yeah. Now I get your concern that you're saying that you don't think they're a very good team, and I could absolutely understand where you're coming from. I guess where I differ on that is.
Sorry, what did you say? My computer just glitched out for a second.
No. I was just saying how, I can see what you're saying, like your concern of maybe they're not a very good team. But
I'm exaggerating. I think
I know.
We're 9-4,
But at the same time,
but it hasn't looked good.
When these guys don't put the effort in, they're not that good. They can't just get by on some skill alone. Like, they have to play the way they played during that 8-game win streak, which is every shift they are giving 100%. They're connected. I understand we don't have guys and there are injuries. I understand that. But when they play lazy, they get beat. And for some reason, this team comes out not ready to play. From last year to this year, it's become more of a habit than I think any Devil fan would like to see. That is my concern, is just, when they're ready to play. Last night in LA, they looked great. I know LA had a lot of, offensive zone pressures and stuff, and they had a lot of time in there. But Markstrom was phenomenal. Even Allen tonight was phenomenal. But when the team just seems to get lazy, this is what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were the better team, I think, in the first period, but it just the bonehead mistakes, where we look great, bonehead mistake, back of our net. Both goals it happened. It's just these mental lapses. These guys are mental midgets, and it's just frustrating because when you see that it's in there, and they just show up like this. I get injuries. Yes, that's the thing. Our depth is being tested. Lemico is playing like 3 minutes a night, and they're double shifting Jack and Brad. Like, that's going to wear those guys down. 8 games in 13 days and 3 and 4 at the end of a road trip. I get it. It's like,
it's a lot of hockey.
We're better than this. That's my biggest.
Yeah, I agree. I think Tim just froze up on us. Yeah, we are better than this, because I do think that this team. Are you there, Tim? Can you?
Yeah, can you hear me? Like, my computer keeps doing this wheel
like buffering.
Thing. Yeah.
No, I got you now. It's I'm still at the point where I believe they are closer to the 8-game win streak than they are out of these 3 out of the last 4. But somebody in the chat mentioned it about having the 4 days off now before the Montreal game, or 3 full days before the Montreal game. Hopefully, Connor Brown's back. Cody Glass is looking to be back. That's going to help this team, and guys can slot go better. And you mentioned Lamico, and I'm curious, what are your thoughts on him?
I don't have any thoughts. That's the problem. Like, he's just kind of there. Sure. Like, I'm still just absolutely fucking baffled as to the logic behind that signing. I mean, I get it. We need center depth, but why are we running him out as our 3C? Like, we were actually putting together good games with Mercer at 3C. Let's see. Hang on one second. Lamico actually played 11 minutes tonight, but Glendening and Hallinan. Glendening played 9 minutes. Hallinan played 7. Jack Hughes played 24. Like, you're just gonna run him into the ground. Like, it's a depth issue again. It's we are at the limits of the stress test of our depth. We cannot afford any more injuries, and losing Pesci, I did not think would have such a catastrophic effect on this defense.
It shouldn't have had such a catastrophic effect. So yeah, if Glass is back, like Dubs is saying, and Brown is back, then Lamico should not be playing. And Stephen Engel just wrote here, Cotter is useless. And I've always kind of stuck up for Paul Cotter, but I'm leaning with Steven here.
Yeah,
he's
me too.
Fucking useless. He's fucking useless.
There are 2 guys on the Devils tonight that had 0.0 expected goals for. Paul Cotter and Brian Hallinan, and Luke Glendening had 0.01. So, like, that level of uselessness is a problem. It's just when you're getting buried like that, it's a problem. And part of Lamico's utility is his face-offs, and he was lost 2 and 1, or lost 5 and 1 2. So he's not even doing that. It's just, I don't know. It's just get on the plane, get back to New Jersey, and just
right. And if I will feel so much better going into that Montreal game, which should be fireworks. I mean, I think both teams can skate, but I think we're better defensively. Now, granted, we might not have shown that in the last couple of games, but we are better defensively than Montreal. And if Glass and Brown are both in, I feel so much more better about that third line. But I agree with you. Mercer in the middle of that third line was working. I like him there. But Mercer has shown this year that he has become that guy, that Sergei Brylin guy, that it doesn't matter where you put him, and he's going to give 100%. Mercer has been my favorite Devil this year so far.
Absolutely. He has been my favorite Devil. We have been absolutely ripping him to shreds for 2 years.
Yep.
And he's finally come to play, and I love to see it. Like, tonight was him and Gritsik were probably our 2 best players. Nico gets absolutely fucking pounded into the boards, and who's the first one to jump on the guy? And it's Mercer. And after he comes out of the box, he gets the puck, beautiful pass to Jack. It's just frustrating. And Nico's line, they've been kind of getting fucking caved in. I think they're on ice for all 3 goals tonight.
Who's on that line again?
Nico.
And who else?
Meyer.
And who's the third guy?
Mercer.
Palat wasn't playing with them tonight?
Palat was not playing. The 3 goals against was against those lines.
Okay.
No, they
I thought Palat was up there with them.
No, they put that lineup up, and then they switched the lines pretty quickly and put Palat, Lamico, and Gritsuk together.
Yeah, tonight was one of those games where I was watching during work, and then I had the phone on in the shower when I got home from work, so I was watching it in the shower, which I don't wear my glasses, so I just had to listen to it, so I couldn't sleep. So I missed a lot of the little things that Palat does, I'm sure, in this whole game.
And it's just, you break down each goal is kind of like just a fucking stupid mistake, but like They gotta stop making these stupid mistakes. Like
I-
the second goal, like Mercer's knows, like
Yeah,
he
you can't
can't
make that
you
pass.
can't make that pass. Like,
No.
come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Um,
I do think we have to give a little bit of, Dostal played fantastic today.
yes, okay,
You know,
yes, he did. The game could have gone a little differently had we buried an early chance or two. You know, that could have gone very differently. But
yeah,
he stood up there. He's a good young goalie in this league.
I love watching him play when it's not against us. But I used to enjoy watching the Ducks play until they got Trouba and Kreider. Now I can't fucking stand them. And
They're a good
Quinn.
young team, man. That Seneca kid, holy shit,
Yeah,
he's
he's
good.
good. He's very good. It's going to be fun in like 3 or 4 years watching the Ducks and the Sharks battle it out for the Western
And
Conference
Utah.
Championship. And Utah, right? The Elephants and the Ducks and the Sharks. Oh my,
Yeah, it's
it's
like a
going to be
whole
fun.
zoo. Um,
Uh,
so yeah, so I don't know, man. Like it's just another thing. Like
Tim froze up again. I guess he's buffering, or is he praying? I don't know. It definitely, yeah. So that's where you're back. You froze up again.
I keep I keep I don't know, it keeps buffering on me. I think I gotta shut down my computer. I left it on like all weekend. Um, it is becoming very increasingly challenging to be a Simon Nemec believer. Um, he's just not cleaning up any of the issues that he has. He continues to have these sort of lackadaisical plays. When am I looking at your dick here or something?
Do you want to look at my dick?
I mean, you're
Yeah,
gonna have
because
to
I'll
like
slap it right on the computer right
you're
now.
gonna have
You
to
really
zoom in.
want?
You're gonna have to zoom in a little bit, aren't
Do you have like that 10 times zoom on there?
you? Yeah.
Um,
It's just, he continues with these sort of there's one play, I think it was in the second, where he made a cross ice pass at our defensive blue line all the way across the ice, literally right on the stick of someone on Anaheim. The guy was just
mm.
like, the guy was surprised. He was just like, "Why'd you just pass that to me? That's weird. Don't do that."
You're not on my
And
team.
I mean, it didn't wind up in a goal, but it's just like
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think
he's not he's been the same guy, and it's just like I'm not seeing progress. Like we knew that like the defensive zone stuff was going to be an issue, and it is. And now that he's gotten a little more important at work, with Pesci out, like it's the cracks are there.
the numbers may prove that I'm not right about this, but at least in the eye test tonight, I thought Luke played terribly tonight. And now, is that just me? Or I mean, I
Um,
didn't think, but I agree with you about Nemec
he was
and
no Luke wasn't great. I mean, I don't know. It's yeah, Luke wasn't great. He didn't do anything like totally awful, but like it's just every now and then he's a little bit off.
yeah,
But there are like the second goal, like he kind of rimmed it a little softly, probably could have got a little more on that to try and get it out. But it's also like where's the wing in that situation?
that's
Like
true.
it's just
Where's
like
his help?
I try not to kill like individuals like if when the team plays that badly because like there wasn't really anybody that was all that great tonight.
Well, I thought that Jack was good. I thought Gritsuk was good. I thought Jake Allen was outstanding. So, but I get your point. Absolutely. And the thing with Nemec, he has to start playing better. Kovacevic is going to be back. Pesci is going to be back. You're going to be the odd man out. I don't know what they do at that point, but you think about this defensive core with Pesci and Kovacevic in it, and I feel a hell of a lot more comfortable the second half of the
Mhm.
season with those guys back. So yeah, I mean, Nemec, I agree with you. He does not seem to have, he had like
I would
3 points.
I would love to be in a position to let him develop, but there's a clock on it. Like
Well, what is the clock? I mean, let me just be honestly, like how if you bought the guy down to Utica again, he's probably going to demand a fucking trade. So how much longer do you give him?
but the problem so the thing in though is he's excellent offensively. Like one of our better offensive defensemen. Like he's
Okay.
very good offensively. It's just he occasionally has it's Severson. I said this before. It's like it's very Severson-esque. But like we also, yes, and Husky just made the point, like, what's Kovacevic going to look
Yeah.
like when he gets back? You
Yeah.
know, there's no guarantee that he's, and actually, I can guarantee that he won't be the guy that he was when he got hurt.
I'm not ready to say that yet. I have to assume that, he is going to come back and be able to play as good as he did last year. But when you're dealing with injuries like this, it's usually the second year that you really feel 100%. So, yeah, we might have a 60% or 75% Kovacevic for the rest of this year when he does come back. And that's if he comes back.
That's
We don't,
when, yeah.
yeah.
And
So,
Pesci obviously is a big linchpin, important piece of
yes.
this. Like I wrote that whole defensive blog, took me 4 days to write and like do the research on, and then in like 3 games, my entire
Yeah.
premise got fucking blown up.
Yeah, I know. That sucks. But there was some
Yeah.
good to take out of the Kings game. Jacob Markstrom, huge bounce back game for him.
Yep.
I thought he played fantastic against the Kings. Thought the whole team came out with Cholowski instead of Casey. The defense looked a lot steadier. And I don't think he's been bad the 2 games he's played. But I was happy with that Kings game. But again, back to back, like you said, what is it? 8 games in 13 nights?
13
Is that
days.
what
Yeah.
13?
And the 3 and 4 is what's a killer.
Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal.
Yeah, the LA game was interesting because it was kind of the opposite of tonight. Like they were all over us.
Yeah.
Like LA was. But it was like a lot of perimeter play, a lot of ozone time, but not a ton of dangerous not a lot of ton of dangerous stuff against LA, but Markstrom made the saves he needed to.
Yeah. What do you have? 40 something saves. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot to give up. To a team that can go periods without giving up shots. So the defensive core right now is in shambles, and just it's crazy, like you said, right? You take out Pesci and everything falls apart. And
Yeah, do you know who's a guy who's like I was a little concerned about him, and now I feel like he's struggling, is Siegenthaler. Like he just looks like he's a step slower, like he's not steady Eddie back there like we need him to be. He's still making some good plays, but it's just like something seems to miss about him.
Jonas Siegenthaler has been with the Devils for 4 years. His first year, he was outstanding. His second year, he was meh. The third year, outstanding. This year, he seems to be meh right now. So maybe this is just Siegenthaler's career. It's on again, off again. But, I also think when Kovacevic comes back, hopefully they can kind of fall back into how they looked last year. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Like they need a wake up call right now. Like this has not been a very pretty couple of games, and like I said, like if the process was there, if they were playing well, but it's just like they look so disjointed. They're still struggling to get it out of the zone for 3 years now, and it's just soft play on the boards. And just to answer Engel's question about Grits, he made a couple of boneheaded plays. Like he had one like drop past the blue line tonight that was like, you don't do that. But then like he had a nice play where he basically carried it straight up the gut, fed it to Lemico, and Lemico got a great shot off. He's good on the boards, he's good down low. So I don't know. I still like what I see from Gritsek. I think it's time they give him some run with Jack and Brett.
Why not?
Yeah, it's like, you can't base. It seems like they were like, oh, we tried this in preseason once and it didn't work. And it's just like, let's go back to the well on that again. But it's just like, how does that affect the rest of the lineup? Right now the bottom 6, and particularly the fourth line we're running out, is wildly ineffective.
I would see. I'm fine with Glendening. I think Glendening plays. I like his game, and I'm fine with Nason on that fourth line. Cotter's been the issue, and if I know you're probably not going to do this, but I would like to see LaChance get a shot.
LaChance has been pretty bad apparently, and like doesn't have a point, getting bumped down the lineup in Utica.
Well, then maybe I'm wrong about him. I thought, maybe him on that fourth line, and then you get Glass and Brown and Palat together. That's okay, third line. And then maybe you do the Grits, Brat, and Jack combination with Meyer, Mercer, and Heischer.
I'm trying to look up something here. Hang on.
We have a lot of, these last 4 games is just there's been too many passengers again, and that's just something that I don't like. I've bitched and moaned about Palat so much. I'm still at that point. Like I don't know what he's doing on this team anymore. So I mean, I just they better snap out of it because
Yeah.
they're a
And,
good team. And
funnily enough, I think Pilata was one of our better players tonight, which isn't a good thing. He had a
yeah,
nice feed to Nico from behind the net, but so Glendenning, I don't know, man. I don't think he's very good.
Yeah, Steven's right. Like I do notice that our guys keep falling. Like it is crazy that they're just always falling.
Yeah, well, there's that girl Belle on Twitter who
Yeah.
every month does like the Devil's Fall report. That's fucking hilarious.
It used to be like the ongoing gag with me when I used to watch Palmieri play when he was on this team. Like he just always was laying on the ice. Like, what is this fucking dude doing?
Yeah, I don't know what the goals against, but Glendenning, and Cotter are the worst goals for percentage. And apologies everybody. I'm like really sick, so I'm like operating at like 40% right now. So yeah, their goals for percentage. So basically the amount of goals are on the ice for and against, they're only at 33%. That's not very good. So they're getting. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I just really hope that this year Tom Fitzgerald makes some moves to make this team better, because I do think that the guts of this team is very good. I think they can be. I think they need tweaking. What do you think of Lomberg out in Calgary?
I mean, he's a little menace. I mean, I haven't seen him play recently, but is that what we need? I don't even know what we need right now because we're not like nobody's healthy, and it's just like, and Fitz isn't going to do anything now. Obviously,
No, not
he's
now.
going to, I feel like we need some run with Glass, Dadonov, and Brown back to see what the sort of fully and Pesci, obviously.
What is Dadonov's status? Like, what's going on with him? Do we know?
No idea.
Okay.
Fractured hand, I guess, or something like that. No idea.
Because I forgot about him. Completely forgot he was on
maybe
this
like
team.
Another week or so. I'm not entirely sure.
All right, so we should be getting a lot of reinforcements back over the next week or so.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It just felt like I feel like our depth is just getting tested, and then you know the tested depth, the injuries to probably some pretty good guys. Like Brown is just such a glue guy. Pesci obviously apparently is a massive part of our defense.
Apparently he's a linchpin.
It's just shit hasn't been going right, but we're still 9-4.
Concern level on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you?
1 being not concerned, 10 being
1 is not concerned, 10 is extremely concerned. Yes.
I'm probably at a 6.
Okay, I'm at a 5.
Okay.
I'm not, because again, I mean, we can go on and on about the stall tonight, the injuries, and get all the guys back healthy. Like you said, let's see a run with Brown and Glass and Dadonov, and Pesci hopefully comes back in a couple of weeks. But let's see a run with that. Now, if we're playing this way with our full lineup, look, I didn't, and you guys know this, right? I'm a Viking fan in football. Like the last game 10 days ago that they were playing Thursday night out in LA against the Chargers, like I told you guys, I'm not watching the game. Like there were so many injuries with that team. I just knew what was going to happen and I couldn't even watch it. Now today, they got most of these guys back and they went out and beat a really good team on the road today. That's what I'm hoping. Like this team just needs to get healthy. Yeah. And hopefully they can get back on a run.
And they banked some points. Like, look, we went into October being like, geez, hope we come out of this at 500. So we're still in a good position. We still have a little bit of leeway. That's not why I'm not at like a 10. But sorry. But like we're 22nd in expected goals for percentage. Like that's generally a pretty good barometer of how the process is going. Like that's not fucking good. Like that's bad. Like I don't know. I I gotta sign off. I'm just feeling like shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. We're gonna wrap it up, guys. I know it's a quick show, but we just wanted to jump on and discuss a little bit of the last few games because we weren't on over the weekend. So we're going to be back most likely on Tuesday. It should be all four of us if Tim's feeling better. So we'll be able to have a little bit more fun, do a longer show. So we'll throw it out on social, let you guys know when we're going to come on. Go hop on Ace's show now. Go bother him. Tell him we said hello. And yeah, that's about it. Like, subscribe, download, subscription, all the other fun bullshit. So for Tim, I'm Chris. We're the Uncle Puckers, and we will see you when we see you.
Sorry, everybody. See you later. Suck it, Valley.
That's all you got, huh?
It's over, Johnny. It's over!
Val Cat likes to dress up like a woman.